Hi, Dark Endless Pit here, back new video. Today I just want to talk about this notion of, we're living in a paradise or another day in paradise. When people say that to me, um, you know, all I want to say is that people like that even utter those words to other human beings, just shows how glib people are. Just how unaware people truly are about the circumstance. And I've had this happen to me the other day with a customer where someone's telling me, "Oh, another day in paradise," and um, you're just basically proclaiming, not even proclaiming, but like you're basically just telling people outright that you're stupid or you're glib or whatever. And I'm not here to tell you that you can't enjoy anything in this life. Of course, you can enjoy things in life. I mean, it's obvious that there's pleasures and stuff like that to enjoy, but to act like it's worth it or to get defensive over the fact that I'm telling you that it's not worth, these joys are not worth the pain and suffering, you know? And people have a problem with that. Like they can't accept that as a fact that like, you're telling me ice cream is worth someone having cancer. You're really telling that to your own brain like, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. Surgery's worth it. Surgery's worth it for a balloon. Sex is worth it for a long brutal death. It's worth it. It's worth it. You see how stupid that is? Like that's such childish thinking right there. Acting like any of this shit that we're chasing is worth it. It's just insanity to me. And people get so defensive over that when I tell them that that's the truth. Like it's not worth it. It truly isn't worth it. A lot of these human activities that we proclaim to be so valuable and so cherishable and stuff like that. A lot of these people haven't paid the real ultimate price of existence, which is dying and having to go to that process of non-existence, right? I haven't gone through that process. And so I can't tell people that, oh, another day in paradise, another day in paradise. Um, you haven't died yet. And you're telling that to people like it's supposed to mean something, like someone's supposed to take you seriously. And yeah, you may it might be paradise for you. You may have a harem, you may have a big house, you may have all the comforts and luxuries in this world. You may be enjoying it. You may be not thinking about the bad things because yeah, you're just unaware, you're blissfully ignorant. And that's what happens when you're blissfully ignorant, when you have nothing but dopamine chemicals pumping, a lot of dopamine, a lot of other chemicals to make you um, feel happy and excited and all that. You're not gonna pay attention. You're not gonna see the dark reality that we're truly in. I mean, this is no joke. I don't know why people take it like it's all a joke, or you're not supposed to care. You're not supposed to panic a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty rational to panic, especially when you know that you're going to die. And if you've seen some deaths and stuff like that, even a few, even some personal ones that you've seen, it can be horrible. It could be really, really, really bad to the point where it annihilates all the good memories you've had in your life, especially for loved ones that you care about. And when you see them slowly die, that's no joke. That's not something to be, you know, just kind of like, oh, let's just it's that's nothing. Yeah, whatever. Life is still a paradise. It's pretty fucking insane to think like that. I've seen a documentary called Facing Death, and it's these people that are on their last breath. They're in the hospitals, they're in the beds, hooked up by machines, and they're going to die. And they have all these machines hooking them up to basically keep them alive. To keep them animated, basically. But they don't have any movements. They're bedridden. They have nothing. They're not themselves anymore because they can't move. They can't do anything. They're just literally kept alive through all these machines. And seeing that and stuff like that, and and you think back to people that say this to you, where life is paradise, just another day in paradise or whatever. Um, that's a fact of life that happens. And that's something that a lot of people have yet to face, and they're gonna be constantly saying this to other people, that life is a paradise, life is a gift, or whatever, and all this nonsense, or oh, life is fun, life is filled with enjoyment and stuff like that. Yeah, they're not paying attention to the real costs, the real price of existence, and that's the price that you're fucking ignoring. And that's why I'm a little bit panicking, because I haven't experienced any of that shit. It's logical. It's logical to see that and be scared out of your fucking minds. If you're not glib, if you're not delusional, if you're not dreaming, or you're not in Disneyland, La La Land. It's incredible that people are just ignoring those real prices, and they're just focusing on the pleasures. They're just, again, I'll keep saying this, but a lot of people have this worldview. They're just focusing on their goals, their aspirations, their whatever desires, but they're not looking at the world for what it is. They're not questioning anything. They're not seeing the things that a lot of people are just ignoring. They're not talking about it because, yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to be talking about these bleak parts of reality. It's not fucking fun. It's not fun to admit it, to admit that life sucks. You think I have an enjoyment out of this? You think I like to having to argue with people about simple facts like this, that, like, yeah, this exists, this is real, this is scary shit, and yet people want to defend this life as being worth it, as something to be cheering for, when they haven't even been through the worst of it yet. You can see how bad human civilization has become now. It's very dystopian. A lot of people in the job market are struggling. A lot of people getting laid off. People are trying to find their way in this life, and it's not paradise for them. It's always a struggle. There's always problems every day. It's nothing but problems, and yet people still have the audacity to utter the words, "Oh, another day in paradise, another day in paradise." What the fuck does that even mean? Yeah, maybe to you, but into the bigger scope of things, it's a hell. It's fucking hell, man. It's nothing but problems. People are searching for ways to get out of those problems, and sometimes people are literally trapped in those problems. That doesn't sound like a paradise to me. That sounds like hell. That sounds like a lot of problems. That sounds like a lot of unnecessary pain and suffering that people have to go through. And, as an individual who is an honest human being, who is seeing these things for what it is, I've had comments telling me that, oh, I should just kill myself. Oh, it's so simple, man. Just kill yourself. You don't like it here, just end it, man. Like, it's such an easy thing. And you know what? This is the reason why I'm even making these videos and stuff like that is, hey, if you want me to get out of here, if you want me to be out of this meat grinder, give me euthanasia. Give everyone, people like me who find this unacceptable, euthanasia. Let us have the peaceful exit. You guys can have nature torture you to death. I want out in a peaceful and graceful manner, okay? If you hate me so much, if you despise what I'm saying, and you hate the truth and stuff like that, yes, let people like us and animals, all animals, have a graceful exit. And you people can play in the fucking meat grinder and let fucking nature torture you to death, okay? Yeah, because that's not something to panic, right? So you fucking, you'd be hooked up on machines, animated and stuff like that, can't move, can't fucking talk, can't be functional anymore. You fucking experience that and stuff like that, and then come back to me and tell me that I'm fucking have mental problems, okay? You have mental problems. You fucking pro-lifers, okay? You're not grown up. You're fucking children, and you're fucking just running away. You're just taking the fucking negative shit that happens as reality, and you're just saying it doesn't exist. It's not real. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm gonna just keep chasing my pleasures. I'm gonna keep chasing my desires, and that's it. And that's how far it goes for you people. Unbelievable. That's all I got for today. Just unbelievable.